Hi everyone, Lisa from the Balance team in Prescott, Arizona. Jessica's not with us today as she's spending some time with her family over this Thanksgiving holiday. Thanks for tuning in to part 2 of our video, The Biggest Questions in the Housing Market Today. Continuing from our last video, there are a lot of concerns about foreclosures, and people are wondering if they should wait to buy a home. Every day we're bombarded with misleading headlines, social media posts, and doom and gloom, and one of the biggest questions when this pandemic-sized housing market started was, will there be a wave of foreclosures? Everybody remembers 2008, and again, a very different market in 2008, but we still see headlines in media that paint a picture of this happening again, so it's really important to look at the data. We are not headed for a wave of foreclosures according to this Attom Data chart, which shows year-by-year foreclosure data going all the way back to 2005. This shows U.S. properties with foreclosure filings, and the red bars show by year, including the years we had over 1 million foreclosure starts. But here's what's happened since then. You can see that it was incredibly significant, but as time has gone on, for example, in 2010, it really dropped off. We've had fewer and fewer foreclosures in this country every year, and it's because of the strict lending standards. Buyers were more qualified, so people who have been purchasing homes since then are far more qualified to repay their loans, so in turn, that resulted in fewer and fewer foreclosures every single year. You can even take out 2020 and 2021 because those were anomaly years where we had a moratorium on foreclosures and lenders offered forbearance programs. As the report shows, about 214,800 homeowners were facing possible foreclosure in the second quarter of 2022, which is just 0.4% of the 58.2 million outstanding mortgages in the U.S. Think about that. That's 0.4%, an extremely small number compared to the 58.2 million mortgages this country has. If someone is waiting for a huge foreclosure market, it may be disappointing. The U.S. Foreclosure Activity Report says foreclosure activity was flat in quarter 1 to 2, and foreclosure starts dropped slightly from August to September. So we're realizing that there is no pent-up wave of foreclosures coming to the market. The headlines can lead you to believe otherwise, and just getting quick little news flashes doesn't really tell the whole story. Jessica and I have access to a variety of reports, and a foreclosure report is just one of them. In Yavapai County, since October 2022, there were only 42 Notice of Trustees sales, which is foreclosure notices, filed in Yavapai County. We reviewed most all of them, and here's what we found. Out of 42, most of the original deeds were recorded anywhere from 2001 to 2028. And that means that that's when folks bought their houses and got a loan. And a couple of these foreclosure sales were actually canceled, meaning the seller may have sold the home or was able to pay the past debt. We saw very few where the Notice of Trustee sale and original deed shows a purchase during the pandemic years of 2020, 2021, or 2022. And a couple of these were vacant land purchases, not home purchases. This graph really shows that housing supply is still historically low. This inventory count was from the weekend ending November 4th, so it's still very current. If you look at the blue bar over on the left, which is from the same week in 2021, we have 43% more inventory than we did on the market back then. A great opportunity for buyers. And if you look in the middle, more than we had in 2020. But historically speaking, looking at the red bar, we're down inventory 36% compared to 2019. And 2019 was what we consider a more normal market. In 2017, 2018, 2019, we were way down in terms of inventory. So the next big question is, should you buy a home right now? The alternative to buying a home is renting. Take a look at this graph for a minute, and this is huge. Rents have absolutely skyrocketed, and going all the way back to 1988, look at how much rents have risen in this country. So what does this do to someone who's waiting or not sure if they should buy a home? Unfortunately, it puts them into a rental trap where they're paying year after year Rents keep increasing, and it becomes harder to save money to buy a home or even save for that down payment. A home can be passed from generation to generation, and buying a home helps build long-term wealth. While we know people buy homes for different reasons and at different times of affordability, challenges for home buying are certainly top of mind. Some buyers have been priced out of buying the home that they were looking for simply because they kept waiting for prices to go down. And not only did prices not go down, but now interest rates are up. Until inflation shows signs of easing, experts are projecting mortgage rates will continue to rise. The pace will likely slow, but that still means that it will probably rise or at least consistently fluctuate. As you know, all the information presented here is on a national level. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Prescott area or whatever city you're considering, it's important to look at the local statistics. During the first or second week of each month, depending on the time frame that our local area MLS releases the previous month's sales stats, Jessica and I report on the latest sales, price increases and decreases, days on the market, and more. We post on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and update our blog from our websites. If you like our videos, enjoy hearing the latest news from Prescott, and want to see more, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Prescott Real Estate and Living. Ready to search for your Prescott home? Go to buyprescottarizona.com. If you're thinking about selling your property in the Prescott area, go to findprescotthouses.com and click on Your Home Value at the top of the page. Thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.